Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for The Wake, issue 1, and before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. First, I have 2 reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Wolverine and X-Men issue 30 and Morning Glories issue 27. So if you want to go check out those reviews, just go in the description below and go check out Dark Avenger Inc. So you go check out those reviews. Have a couple more updates. First, new Motherverses episode. So if you haven't checked that out, it'll be annotated right here. So go check out that video. Really good episode. Go check it out. Also, if you haven't voted for the Geeky Awards, vote for the Geeky Awards. Vote for your favorite YouTubers. Check out the video. Just have to comment on that video for whoever you want to vote for. And that'll be ending Sunday. And next Sunday should be when the winners video comes up, because it's going to be a humongous collab video. And also, I wrote a creative story, a short story for my creative writing class, and it's called We Are All Actors, and that's on Comic Frontline. In the description below, there'll be a link for that story. So if you want to comment on either the blogger, so where that link is on that page you want to comment, or in this video in the comments below, please comment if you liked this story, if you didn't like it, what you didn't like about it, what you did like about it. I definitely want to get your guys' opinions on it. But let's talk about The Wake, issue 1, which is a Vertigo series by Scott Snyder. So that's going to be really, really interesting to see him write a Vertigo book, because I know he writes American Vampire, so I want to see what, other stories he has for Vertigo, because honestly, we haven't seen a Vertigo book in a really, issue 1 type of Vertigo book that kind of had some hype in a while, and this is a Scott Snyder book, so obviously people are going to be a little hyped about it. Honestly, I haven't heard about it before this week, but I heard people talking about it. I didn't really hear reviews about it, but I heard it was coming out, and I was like, it's Scott Snyder, I have to give this a try, and it really was on whim type of book, but I was like, let me give this a try. Let's talk about the cover. Cover is interesting. I mean, it's okay. I think they had another cover though. Let me show you. Maybe this is for the next issue or something, but I think this was supposed to be the cover. But we got this cover. Maybe I got a variant or something, but I think this was supposed to be the cover. But I guess both type of covers, I really like the coloring for this cover. I guess it's kind of plain though, this cover. It really didn't tell us much about this. Honestly, I really was walking into this comic book really not knowing much about it. I'm like, oh, it's Scott Snyder. That's all I really knew about it. And I heard something about underwater stuff, sci-fi thing. But that's all I really heard about it. I really don't know much about this book. So really the cover didn't tell you much about it. And even the hand cover really didn't tell you much about it. But I really liked the coloring for this cover. Let's talk about the comic inside. Let's talk about the story. So we can see, in chapters he does this. So I think there's 5 chapters here. But the first chapter is in the future, and it has something to do with the waters overflowing, and this girl's like, oh no, not again, type of thing. It's like, oh, something happened. So we don't really know what's going on with the water, but I'm guessing that as issues go on, we'll learn a little bit more of what this future means and what's going on here. But the main story really is about this girl who hears the voices of whales and dolphins. So she's a water expert and a sea expert. So we get to see that this government company type people, they approach her, and she used to work for this government organization, but she obviously, they just ignored her, and they're like, oh, you're fired. We don't know exactly what happened, but they're not on good terms. So the NAO, I think it's called, they say, we need you, there's this weird whale sound, and we don't know what's about. So it's like, alright, I'll go, it's only 8 days, and then they'll have a good reputation again, and she's like, I'll go. They made a promise to her, so it's like, alright, I'll do it. So they go down, and actually they go down the submarine with all these other experts, and this guy lied to them. It's like, oh, they're all going there for different reasons. So obviously something big is happening here, and they go down to the water, to this oil place, illegally, all, oil rig, thank you, I don't know why I couldn't think of that word, yeah, so they go to, oil rig, so this is all illegal, we don't know what's going on, and all these scientists are here, and then the big thing is that something bad's happened, and this guy's bleeding, and he stabbed his eye by accident, so something big is happening, and our main character, this blonde girl, she walks in and sees this sea creature, and obviously I'm guessing this is where the sound comes from, and that's what they're trying to analyze. But who is this sea creature? I have no idea. And then we go to the past, called the Storyteller, and this is the guy who stabs his eye. So how did he go into this present time or this future time? Who knows? But it's definitely interesting. I thought this was okay. I felt a little, I didn't get into the world a little. I felt like it was really slow paced. I didn't really know what the story's about. We're going underwater. There's these random sea creatures. There's this future story. There's this backstory. But honestly, I felt still intrigued by it a little. It's Scott Snyder, so obviously you're not going to get all your answers in the first issue. Was I totally impressed with this first issue? No. But am I going to stop reading it? I don't think so. I'm going to pick up the second issue, see where it goes. Because I was kind of interested in it. I wasn't totally bored with it. I wasn't totally interested either, but I wasn't totally bored with it. I felt some sort of pull to get the next issue, because I feel like something big is going to happen here. Honestly, maybe they could have set up the first issue a little bit better, explained themselves a little, but honestly, that might be what this issue is really about, is to try to confuse us a little, but maybe they should have some premise to really at least give us some sort of, you know, something to hold on to, because I really don't know what this story is going to be about. I think that's really my big complaint. I don't know what it's about, but maybe they should explain it in the first issue. I see maybe as a trade, it's like, oh, it's a building thing. It's, you know, they're trying to build this up. Confuse you a little, but then explain later. I understand that, but for the first issue, I do think, you should explain the story a little. I think they give us little hints, you know, this creature, the water has something to do with it, but I'm still intrigued, so I will pick up the second issue. I don't think this is the best issue. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Usually when I give something 3 stars, I lean to either pick it up or don't pick it up. I'm leaning more towards pick this up. It's Scott Snyder, so you know it should be good, and I think you should give this a try, see where it's going. The art's pretty good. When you first look at it, it's like, I don't know if it'll fit, but I think it fit the story really well. I think with other stories it might not fit well, but I think Sean Murphy's art fit really well for this story, and I really liked it, actually. Again, I think for other stories, there could be a story where I really hate this type of art, but for this story, it fit really well. So I really like the art for this, and that's something also that pulled me to this book, and, or, you know, keeping this book to read issue 2. I'm just intrigued. You know, again, it's not the best issue. I'm telling you, they really don't tell you much in this issue, but I'm intrigued. So I do think you should pick up this first issue, give it a try, and maybe read the second issue and give that issue a try also, or maybe pick up issue 1 and issue 2 at the same time and do that. But I'm intrigued for a little while. We'll see where it goes. I'm not promising you're going to pick up all 10 issues, but I'm going to give it a try. It is Scott Snyder. He usually does surprise us. He's a great storyteller. So, I'm going to give this 3 stars, and I say pick it up. You know, that is in the middle. It's in the middle, but I do say pick it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and this is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the right situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.